Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Today is another great day in Fulton County, another great day of crime fighting. We are here today to just let the public know that we are continuing our mission to target gangs, as we believe it is our #1 public safety deterrent crisis that we're in. I have to acknowledge the two men that are before me before I even start. This is the great Detective Needham and the great Detective Davidson from Sandy Springs Police Department. This was a collaboration, but you always have to acknowledge those that are on the front line working really hard to get things done. And these two gentlemen have done just an excellent job. What today's indictment is about is the Drug Rich Gang, which is a hybrid gang, and it started back in 2016. That's how far we can document this gang existing. We know that it is a gang that primarily actually exists out of DeKalb County, the Stone Mountain and Tucker area. But as we know, crime and criminals have no boundaries, and they found their way into my county, Fulton County. I have a message today that you will hear repeated time and time again. If you thought Fulton was a good county to bring your crime to bring your violence to, you are wrong, and you are going to suffer consequences. And today is the start of some of those consequences. This gang, as I mentioned, is a hybrid gang. It does include members of the Gangster Disciples, the Crips, and the Bloods. We know that here in Atlanta, Georgia, that hybrid gangs are something that we regularly see. We know that this gang does have some identifiers that connects it together. They use things like prescription bottles and money symbols, and this is in their jewelry and their tattoos, and we see that present here. We have identifiers identifying this gang. But that's not the problem, that people come together or they decided to use symbols. It's what they did once they joined together. What this indictment represents is 16 different victims in our county, 16 different incidents of violence, and 26 defendants. They committed crime everywhere from the south to the north of my county, which included Union City, Atlanta, and Sandy Springs. The earliest crime committed that is captured in this indictment is a 2018 carjacking. The latest was committed just this month. We are aware that crimes have occurred in other jurisdictions, but what this indictment primarily covers are the 16 crimes that committed here in Fulton County. The victims, they do not discriminate, but what they did do is target people who show their wealth on social media. So I do have a message for the public, where it is kind of fun to put your things on social media and show off. Unfortunately, these gangs are becoming more savvy, more sophisticated in the way that they target you. And this is a way that we know that they targeted these individuals. And it's because of these great detectives' work where they were able to show that they were following these individuals and using it to their advantage. Some of the celebrity victims included Calvin Ridley, who is a loved member of our Falcons, Brad Guzan, who is a loved member of the Atlanta United team, Marlo Hampton, who is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Brittany Mealy, who is the mother of Future's child. All very well-known celebrities who have decided to take residence right here in Metro Atlanta, because this is a great place to live and we cannot tolerate this. But don't be fooled. This indictment also covers other individuals who are not as famous but also had their wealth on social media. Lots of social media influencers. The incidences that are in here is, thank God we don't have a murder, but we have kidnapping, we have armed robberies, we have shootings, and we have home invasions. Very violent crimes, things that cannot be allowed in our county, and all done, again, at the hands of crime, at the hands of gangs. What I want the public to see today is a collaboration of law enforcement, because as they have gotten more savvy, so have we. And so what you have is a collaboration of the Atlanta Police Department, the Union City Police Department, the United States Attorney's Office is here today, the Fulton County Sheriff, the Marshals, and the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. We are working together. We are working collaboratively, and we have a message, and that is get out of this county or expect to start seeing sentences that go life plus. Because I am not going to negotiate with gang members. I am not going to allow pleas. We are going to find you. We are going to convict you, and we're going to send you to the prison for the rest of your days. And I'm not apologizing for that. Any questions?
I think I'm gonna end it right there.
Yeah, and right there. Cause that's when you do.
I think I'm gonna end it right there.
Boy, I don't know. We might just. I think we should close out right there. We were like, hey, you know, subscribe, do a thing, this and that. But you know, you lost your information. He'll be right back. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is my take on it. Man, that girl, I love a sexy black woman like that. You want to see how sexy she is? A woman with authority, woman with power, that's telling people what to do, and you're like, wow, yes, black woman. This is why I told people black woman is God. I don't give a what they say. Okay, on a serious note, she's right, and I think we always talk about it right now. Atlanta, you can see Atlanta is trash. People had come into Atlanta, had destroyed Atlanta. Atlanta used to be a place where black people used to go there and thrive. Great community. I remember the food, everything. But we go down there now, it's like a pigsty. It's like hood out, everything. Like you're saying, all the drug dealers are coming in there. People from all these different type of affiliations coming in there. But she made a good key component here. This is the one thing that black people have a problem doing. We love to flaunt our wealth. We flaunt our wealth all the time on social media. And she even said, you never know who is watching you. Be very careful when you flaunt your wealth, because this is very important for every guy that lives in the Atlanta area and every guy that actually posts their thing on social media. You don't never know who is watching you. That's why I say, and I give kudos to that for that jurisdiction, because they're taking what they need to be done. And I think that need to be done everywhere, because you got to stop these gang affiliation. And like I always say, if you're a gang member, on with it, I think you should just be wiped out. That's just my personal opinion. Because you put harm within the community, and not only that, but you're harming your own community which you live in. And that's my take on that.
Here's my take, and this goes for people that comes to visit Atlanta too, who wants to fun stuff too. Like I said, you can't do that. You can't do that, and not just Atlanta, any city, especially here in LA, especially in the downtown area. You wear nice stuff, you gonna get robbed. They watching. But go back to Atlanta. You know, shout out to her. You know, they doing the job. She's, you know, look like they really cleaned up. And I said this on the episode when the woman shot the two men. I said Atlanta is looking like the next Chicago. Because, like I said, the gang,
you did say that.
The gang, they go all around the city and just looking, you know, especially up in, you know, like I said, Sandy Springs, and also in Buckhead, which the mall is at. What's the mall called that's in Buckhead? That famous mall.
What is that? I think I know what you're talking about, but
yeah,
take
my time.
Yeah. Which one? The one with the crime?
No, the mall that the big mall. Lennox Mall.
Lennox Mall. Yeah, they got shot up.
Yeah, like I said, Lennox Mall. People tell me that's the worst place to go. I mean, even though they got metal detectors, they say, you know, that's an easy place to get robbed, because people, when you come outside, people they see you flaunting or wherever you got it, they rob you and everything. But yeah, man, these gangs, yo. You know, like I say, y'all need to get caught, y'all need to get shot up, or y'all need to be locked up. Because, like I say, y'all do terrible things. And I'm glad she tried to clean up the city of Atlanta, because, you know, Atlanta's a great city. Atlanta is a beautiful city. Like I said, my wife's from there. I've been there multiple times. Every time I go to Atlanta, I have fun. It's a lot of stuff to, you know, be around with heavily in the black community, in the black culture. Atlanta is a beautiful city, and hopefully they can really clean it up, because Atlanta do not deserve that. That's my take.
I remember going to Atlanta back in the days in the early 2000s. I loved the place. I felt safe. I love the unity out there. And I'm gonna say this too: Atlanta has been spoiled because of the out of towners. Niggas from out of town came and got got Atlanta messed up, Miami messed up, Los Angeles messed up. You dudes come bring your crime here, bring your gang here, and think this shit is all cool. No, we don't want you here. Pack your bags, get out of town. She told you that. Or we're going to start sending you guys a life plus. I love when she say that. The narrative needs to be changed. We need to start correcting. We need to start making these cities back safe again. Don't fit the stereotype they say about black people. And gangs is doing that.
Preach. That was it, and that was a kudos to her. And one thing, my only take on this too, is kind of show like I keep saying it, and I keep saying it again. Black women taking roles of black men supposed to be taken care of. It's supposed to be a black man's responsibility to clean up Atlanta, not a black woman's responsibility. That's my only take on that. Like at the end of the day, I just want to know what the people in the comments gonna think. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. We go live each and every Sunday. Thank you for tuning in KL Culture Radio. We over and out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.